In a dramatic escalation, Israel has launched major airstrikes against Houthi-led targets in Yemen, striking key ports and infrastructure, and the Houthis have fired back with missiles aimed directly at Israel. Now, this tit-for-tat isn't just about two sides who are trading fire. It's part of a bigger, far more dangerous game that is being played in the Middle East. So, what triggered all this? Let me help you with the answer here. Just a day before the airstrikes, a cargo ship named Magic Seas, sailing under a Liberian flag and owned by Greek interests, was targeted in the Red Sea. Additionally, this ship wasn't carrying any weapons. It was just a merchant vessel making its way towards Egypt. But it suddenly came under fire, first with gunshots and rocket-propelled grenades, then with what it seemed to be drone boats packed with explosive. The result? The ship caught fire, began sinking, and the entire crew had to abandon it. And lastly, the suspicion? Houthi rebels. While the Houthis didn't immediately claim responsibility, all signs pointed in their direction. And this isn't just the very first time. Since the Israel-Hamas war began, the Houthis, who control large part of northern Yemen, has launched over 100 missiles and drone attacks on commercial and military ships in the Red Sea. Why? Because according to them, it's a protest against Israel military offense in Gaza. But experts and analysts have a different take on this. This is Iran's long arm at work. Yes, Iran. The Houthis are widely backed by Tehran, receiving weapons, drones, missiles, and technology. Now, what's happening now is part of a wider power struggle. Iran flexing its influence via the Houthis, just as it happens with Hezbollah in Lebanon and the terrorists in Iraq and Syria. The Red Sea, through which over $1 trillion worth of trade passes every single year, is now a battleground for them. Now let's break down what Israel did next. In retaliation for the ship attack, Israel struck multiple ports in Yemen, Hodeidah, Ras Isa and Salif, accusing the Houthis of using these locations to transfer Iranian weapons used in attacks on Israeli and allied targets. One of the targets was a ship called Galaxy Leader, which had been seized by the Houthis back in November 2023. According to Israel, the Houthis had turned it into a radar surveillance platform to track international vessels. And what was the Houthis' response? That's what everybody's eager to know. Well, a missile fired at Israel, likely from deep within Yemen. Israel claims to have intercepted the missile, though some reports suggest that it might have hit. Sirens blared across the Israeli towns near the Dead Sea and the West Bank. And also, let's be very clear here that this is no longer a localized conflict. The Israel-Hamas war has spiraled into a regional tinderbox. The US has already been dragged in before, launching airstrikes against the Houthis in March. Tensions with Iran are high, and now Israel is acting alone, signaling that it's willing to go to a great lengths, even open up another front to send a message. Even more worrying, the global shipping is taking a hit. Insurance rates for ships have skyrocketed, trade routes are shifting, and the economic impact is growing. Just one ship attack like Magic Seas sends shockwave across international market. And in the middle of all this, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is heading to Washington for high-level talks with none other than US President Donald Trump. Well, possibly more support, possibly more escalation is expected here. The message from Israel's defense minister was blunt. Anybody who raises a hand against Israel will have it cut off. Strong words, but they come at a time when diplomacy is now here in sight. What's next? Well, if the Houthis continue these missiles and drone campaign, the Israel keeps responding with airstrikes, the Red Sea could become a permanent war zone. The bigger question is, will this spiral into direct conflict between Israel and Iran? Because again, if this happens, the entire region could go up in flames. This isn't just about one ship or one missile, it's about power, proxies, and a fragile world overhanging by a thread. So stay tuned because this story is far from over.